I'm brown nosing all day.
Okay, listen please. Look out. Oh! Listen.
So fucking even.
Yeah, relax. Check this sound. Make sure it's working.
Wow. Goodness gracious. I'm on the edge.
Sorry about that.
We have a snowball fight.
No, can we just drink hot
She was
chocolate?
5'2".
And cry your apple okay? I was just like,
Oh, that's like Landon. You're listening to this
and you gave it like a few minutes.
I got a snowball fight so hard.
I know.
It's cool to have a snowball fight.
I hope you get to see both.
My hair's all wet.
I didn't do my hair today.
I was glad I did do my hair today.
Oh, so he's getting like.
All right, now we're ready. Okay, instructions regarding, people asked me if there were retakes on the test we just took. This is the first test for term 4. It'll probably go in as a quiz, meaning that it's likely to be worth either 5 or 10% of your grade for term 4. The rules for retaking it have a tiny bit of complexity to them, but just listen, folks, you'll understand. Okay, this particular test is not a good gauge yet of how well you would actually perform on a real AP test, because we gave you the answers ahead of time and discussed them as well. However, it's a good way to get started into AP testing. We're going to do one more exercise like that, see how that goes. After that, we might go to a full-blown brand new test you've never seen. We'll kind of see how it goes. But we're kind of easing our way into it. Eventually, we will get to the point, quite soon actually, where you will take a regular AP test. And I will be able to tell you, hey, your score on this test was 3.1. And then we'll do it again. And if you are studying the way you should be studying, what will happen is your next score will be like 3.4. Then we'll do it again. Last year we did at least 3 or 4 rounds of that. So by the time you take the actual AP test, you will have seen your progression from like 3.1 to 3.4 to 4.0 to 4.2 or something. So you'll know that you're climbing like you should be, so that the AP test is your highest score.
I was wondering how we should be studying. Like, should we be looking at the goal sheet and trying to get stuff off of that? Or?
Good question. So we look here. I want to look. Okay. Things you should focus on. 1, do not try to memorize problems. I saw several people on the white test who had tried to memorize the problem, and it doesn't work. All you end up with is a pile of garbage. Like there's a bunch of numbers and symbols that come from the problem solution, but they don't fit together at all. Like they don't make any sense. So don't do that. You do have to get the ideas of the gold sheet memorized. How I would do it is I would say, okay, you just took a test. So you took this test here, the white 2003 FRQ. You're going to get it back here in a minute. You look through and see where you lost points. And then this is how I would study. You look through and see where you lost points, and you make a determination. Did I lose the point because I forgot something or because I don't understand? If it's you don't understand, then you're going to ask me, and I'm going to help you understand it. If it's something you forgot, here's what you do. Watch closely.
Whoa, mind blowing.
Okay, yeah. No, really, make a flashcard for what you forgot. I would not make a flashcard for everything on the gold sheet, because much of that you're going to just remember naturally because of what you've done all year. But if you lost points on this test for a reason, make a flashcard. So you get a small deck of flashcards that you can be, hey listen, come on, that you can be looking at every day for the next 21 class days. I know you have dead time in lots of classes where you can pull out your deck of cards and just go through them again, okay? The key to this is day by day. Okay, all of you know, and many of you have taken advantage of this, which is fine, that I'm pretty flexible on like due dates and late and second chances and all that kind of stuff. It's a little tougher for these next 21 days because I've got to make sure you take a sequence of practice tests. If you start falling behind, it becomes insurmountable. You can't dig yourself out. You are training for a marathon which takes place on May 14th. If you try to train for the marathon in the week before the marathon, it's a disaster, okay? You've got to do it little by little. There's no other way. So for studying, really it's simple. Take a test, identify why you lost points. Misunderstandings, come work with me. Forgetting things, make flashcards. That's really all you have to do.
But at this point, we should be able to answer any problems on a practice test we're given, like theoretically.
I wouldn't say yeah. No, I don't really think that's realistic.
Well, but like we've probably learned all the concepts.
You have learned most of everything you do. There might be a little thing here or there, but yeah, you've learned it. Being able to recall it and apply it's a different question. So be a little patient with yourself. Hey, eyes up, come on. If you will make sure you don't fall behind, okay, and you'll just do exactly what I've been saying to Avery. Take a test, get a score. Don't really worry too much about the score. Worry about why did I lose points. Misunderstandings, come talk about it. Memories, make flashcards. And then we'll just do it again. And so little by little, you're just refining. You're saying, oh yeah, I had trouble with this the last time this showed up on a test. I didn't this time. So I'm feeling a lot better about it. But they'll always slip in some stuff where you go, oh, how do you do that? You know, that's how you study. Did that answer your question? Okay. Troubles. Questions? Okay. So anyway, back to this. So we just took this test. Okay. People ask me if you can get a retake score on it. I figured out a way to allow a retake for this. 40 is considered 100%. 40 out of 54, because there's 54 points available. Good question. If you are happy with your score, and I'll show you your score in a minute, then you don't need to worry about retaking. Okay? So just going to set that aside for a minute. If you're not happy with your score, you have to come in, do the retake here prior to this deadline, which is Thursday. Okay? A week from yesterday. Understand? To help you get ready for the retake, I'm going to give you, in just a moment, this green packet.
But this is just the retake.
Okay. We're not going to retake this. That would be pointless. Okay, it's what I'm talking to Avery about. You want to take a test, see how you did, identify misunderstandings and things you can't remember and fix it. Then you take a new test. Okay, because the whole idea is to take as many different problems as we can. So this packet has 30 questions in it. This time they're multiple choice. You got to keep switching it up. Okay, you're going to study this in preparation for the retake. Understand? To help you with the study, this one has the answers on the back. And I will post third period today on my website my worked out solutions of this packet. Okay, and not like just quick solutions. Like I put a lot of detail into each problem. So every solution is basically one page of like as much explanation as I felt I could put on the paper to help you prepare for this retake. Question? Okay, if you don't need to retake because you got a good score on the 2003 FRQ, you still want to keep testing yourself. So you're going to do the same test, but as a bonus for getting a good score on that one, you will be allowed to, on your honor, do it honestly, do it at home. And you'll bring it back and we'll score it and we'll average the two scores. So for those who got a good score on this one, we'll just take the average of both tests. For those who got a bad score on this one, as long as you score better, we'll just replace it. If you don't score better, we're averaging it. So, questions about the whole next few days, really? Because the next few days are pretty laid out. Today, I'm going to pass this out. You can work on it. The green packet.
When's that?
Say again.
When's that?
So I'm going to pass this out today.
Yeah.
On Tuesday, when I see you again, I'm going to walk to each person and say, how did you do on completing this? Because I've given you a lot of resources to help, right? Answers, solutions, I'm going to be available. So I'll pay extra credit for having completed this on Tuesday. If you don't need to do the retake, I'll pass out the white take-home test on Tuesday. If you do need do need to do the retake. You just got the deadline until Thursday. Yeah, yeah, you got there. So, okay. Questions? Awesome. Lots of words. So anybody unclear about anything for today and Tuesday? Thursday we'll grade that take-home test, see how you did, answer questions about it. We just start the whole process over again. That's all we do for 21 days.
Let's do this thing.
It's like take a test, see how you did, identify misunderstandings, fix it, do it again, get better. As long as you work day by day, you will get better. I guarantee it.
So is everyone doing the take-home test, or just people who want to take?
So everyone has to do, okay, so I don't have a copy of it. So the test is a white packet.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone will take that test. If you scored well on this, you can do it at home, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And it'll just be averaged with this score.
Oh, okay. And then
If
if you're
you-
retaking, you do it here.
Right, if you're retaking, you have to do it here. If you don't want to retake, you just can do it at home. Just be honest about it. Does that answer your question, Rachel?
Yeah.
Any other questions about where we're headed? Oh, please,
The
ma'am.
white test on Tuesday, will that be timed as well?
So that one will not be timed.
Okay.
Yeah, this one is not really a timed test per se,
Okay.
so you just have to get it done. We're moving towards completely timing everything, but we're, as always, like I said, we're just kind of easing into it a little bit. So.
Thank you.
Awesome. It's the same thing with exercise. If you go too hard, too fast, it actually is not a good way to train. Fair? Whatever. Okay, I'm gonna pass this out so you can start working on it. I want to ask you one-on-one how much effort you put into this.
Like studying wise?
Yes, studying, preparation. The key is preparation. That I had a student once said the best is the best quote ever. I wish I had a slide. She said, "Oh yeah, I was talking to my dad, and I said, Dad, I'm just not good at taking tests." And her dad's answer was, I think her name was Mary. He's like, "No, Mary, you're just not very good at preparing for tests." It's really true. And I get the anxiety part. It's real. It is. But the better you get at preparing properly, that will go down. It will. It'll get better. It doesn't mean it gets solved. I understand that, but it does make a big difference.
People that are
Oh no, it is.
feared
It's
tests.
real. It's real.
I can take tests, but I can suck at it.
I get you. Yeah, I get you. Hey, so I'm going to walk up to each of you one-on-one. I'm just going to ask you, how well did you prepare? I'm going to look at your score because it helps me kind of gauge how I can better help you prepare. So, understand? Okay, awesome. So let's pass out the green. You can start working on that. I'm going to ask about your preparation. Then I'll pass back your tests and we can talk about those. So.
See the limits of a person can meet.
One more thing I forgot to mention when I was walking around. Hey, listen close. Back to Avery's question, which was really a perfect question. How do we study? How do we take good advantage of the time that is left? Another simple idea is study, prepare, take the test, see your score. If your score is really, really good, whatever you're doing is the right thing. You can ignore any advice I give you. Really, if you're scoring well, just do what you're doing. If you're not scoring well, you've got to say, hey, however I prepared, it wasn't the right way. And that's where you need to be looking at, am I misunderstanding too much, or am I just forgetting too much? That sort of thing. So, you're going to pass back your test now. Again, keep working on the green. That is due Tuesday. So if you did the extra credit buff packet for on term 3, you get a little bit of a bonus here. The first 25 questions are exactly the same. So it's just, you just kind of re-practice. The last 5 are new, so I apologize for that. It's hard to find new questions all the time. Please.
How's number 2 deep?
Why is it deep? I'll talk about it in a minute. Let's pass these out first.
Sorry.
You're good.